Hello, my friends! I am Bentox, your resident Danganronpa 2 addict. Thank you all very much for your patience. I'm back. I moved like 1,500 miles. So currently I am set up in my temporary new place. I am staying with family, for which I'm very grateful. However, that is going to mean my setup changes a little bit. You're probably going to notice the acoustics. I'm sounding a little bit different. If that's like overwhelmingly different, please let me know and I'll try to make what adjustments I can. But I'm a little bit limited in my my ability to change things right now. So we'll have to kind of bear with it for a little while. I'm thinking probably like a month or so, and then I should be able to get myself into a more permanent, personalized home, my own place. But for right now, I am immensely grateful for the, the generosity that has been shown to me. And I got my streaming set up. I got my microphone, my computer, my desk, my monitors, my green screen. We're ready to go. So it has been, about a week, little more than a week since we last left off here on Danganronpa 2. And it ended with some crazy stuff going on. I did actually take notes about it at the end here, and so we're just gonna review. Not in Ohio, and no, back in Illinois, back where I am from. Also, hello Ziggy, hello Turtles, good to see you guys. Hey, what's up, Shadow Destroyer? So before we do like the very, very end of this, so the actual murder that happened in Chapter 4 was the murder of Mecha Maru. Mecha Maru was killed in this really crazy funhouse contraption of trying to hang him from a stationary doorknob on a partially mechanized elevator room that was made to look like it was two rooms that were made to look like one room, and it just was incredibly complex, and unfortunately it was our good boy Gundam who took the fall for the murder. The murder itself was a little bit wacky for me, but I still had fun with it. But what was really important was what came afterwards, and that is that Nagito had completed the final dead room, gotten the files on the Hope's Peak Academy students, and in the wake of that, he called Monokuma, met with him privately, and had a conversation, the details of which I don't remember super duper well, so I'm going to review my notes here. There is a traitor among us, including that person. The total number of students would be 16, right? The document that Nagito received was only from the Hope's Peak Academy profile, reused from the headmaster, so he suggests that there's false information in the file from Monokuma, which Monokuma basically tacitly confirmed. Monokuma claims that he already knows who the traitor is, and that simply doesn't care because it doesn't matter. Nagito offers to cooperate with Monokuma to fill everyone with despair in exchange for learning who the traitor is, and Nagito wants to become the one to eliminate despair on the island and become true hope. Monokuma says he reminds him of a certain someone. Monokuma is also waiting for a certain someone, though these two certain someones are not necessarily the same certain someone, because this certain someone up here is implied to be Naegi, who I think is Nagito. So, I had some thoughts about this. Now that it's coming back to me, I had some thoughts about this on who I think the traitor could be, and conversely, who I think the traitor could not be. I think people who are kind of in the clear for the traitor are Makoto? That's our character, right? No, Hajime. Who's Makoto? Why did I have the name Makoto in my head? Hajime. Hajime, I think, is not the traitor. If they're gonna say that we're the traitor, then they're doing some really weird meta stuff that will probably be cool, but doesn't really fit with what I have so far. I don't think that Akane or Fuyuhiko could be the traitor at this point. They just, both of them seem a little too divorced from everything that's going on. And Nagito himself, unless the author is just explicitly lying to the audience with this scene, then in that case, I don't think he's the traitor. Otherwise, everything that we saw was complete BS. I can't check the cast list so far, but my thoughts are, what does the traitor want to do? And that's a weird question, because in the first game, the traitor didn't really do much of anything. The traitor didn't do anything, and that was the reason that they ended up dying, right? Was because they got revealed as the traitor because they refused to actually do anything, and then they tried to make things right. But the traitor in this case isn't on Monokuma's side, necessarily. The traitor is in theory on Monami's side, the side of the Future Foundation. So what is their goal? Now, here's my thought. I've got like 3 possible eligible options for traitor here, and they all kind of hinge around some different ideas. So I'm gonna go into the chapter here, and before we actually start reading the text, we're gonna just review our cast, our surviving cast. How have you been? How was the move? I've been good. The move was overall pretty good. Still, you know, an adjustment, getting used to being in a new place, getting used to a new commute at a new office, all of that fun stuff. But I'm so much happier to be in the Midwest. I'm so much happier to have seasons and have cold air. And, you know, I walked outside and smelled someone burning leaves, and I haven't had that smell in 5 years. Like, it's just good. So I've got to find a new home permanently. I've got to find a new place to live. But for right now, I'm staying here, and I am very, very grateful. So, who's still alive? Let's start with that. Hajime, ourselves, of course, Nagito, Soda, and Fuyuhiko. So these are the 4 surviving male students, and the surviving female students are Akane, Chiaki, and Sonia. So it is these 7 students left. So of these students, I don't think Hajime can be the traitor. I don't think Nagito can be the traitor. I don't think Fuyuhiko is the traitor. And I don't think Akane is the traitor. So that leaves me with Kazuichi, Sonia, and Chiaki. I think all of them are eligible for different reasons. Now, some of these might be a little bit nitpicky, but I think that there's some level of merit to all of them. So I'm going to start with Soda. I think Soda could be the traitor because one of the things that has been consistently popping up, as noted by Nagito once he got the files, is that there's parallels between the first game, the second game, the third game, the fourth game for all of these individual killings, right? So how has that happened? Soda is kind of the one who, at least in the most recent game, he's the one who suggested to the group that they all kind of just lay down and die, and that was what kind of kickstarted Gundam's choice. And so he was the one who kind of planted that seed and started the direction of having someone make a heroic sacrifice. I don't really remember him doing anything explicit in the previous cases, as far as drawing those parallels, but like, I think in the second case, he was the one who kind of led us over to the cafe where a murder was set to take place. And without him, we wouldn't have done that. And in the third case, he was the one who established the 2-way communication that ended up being central to the murder. So like, he's in some way been influential in the development of each of these murders. Maybe excepting the very first one, but I honestly don't remember if there's any small, seemingly innocuous detail from the first case that he had a gentle nudge on. So even if there's not, though, I think that there's enough reason to think that he's got something going on here. Next, I'm going to go over to Sonia. And Sonia is kind of in the same boat for me here, where with Sonia, like, she's the one who introduced the concept of the serial killer, the hyper justice person. She's otherwise been kind of on the back seat. She hasn't really been super involved. I had another thought about her, but this was while I was driving. I was on like a 15-hour drive one day, and so I was thinking about this, and the details have kind of been lost to me. So I'll leave Sonia for now and go back to Chiaki, because I remember my thing with Chiaki, and with Chiaki it is, she is... What up, Canis?
Christine.
New phone, who dis?
Thank you for the sub. Yeah, we're at a new place. So Chiaki, she right now has really taken on a leading role in the investigations and the trials. She has dictated the direction of almost every one of the trials since basically Byakuya died. She was a little more quiet in that trial, but since then, she's been the one who's like really taken the lead. She was the one who pushed us to find the secret of the arcade machine in the second case. She was really influential in the direction of the third trial, and in the fourth trial she basically is the one who solved everything. She was planting words in Hajime's mouth the whole time. Can you think of a device that moves from one floor to another? Like, what are you up to, Chiaki? What are you hiding? So I could see Chiaki being the traitor. I had some other point for Sonia, but I don't remember what it was, so it can't have been that important, so she must not be the traitor, which means the traitor's either Soda or Chiaki. That is my current hypothesis. That still doesn't really answer a whole lot of questions, though. For example, even if that is the case, what are they getting out of it? Or Byakuya. I mean, Byakuya, of course. But, like, really, what are they getting out of it? What does the Future Foundation want? What does Monokuma want? What did Nagito find in these files? What does he mean by saying, like, the total number of students would be 16 if, you know, we're here and I'm seeing 5, 10, 15, 16. There already are 16s. That's correct, right? So what's going on here? I don't know. I just don't have any ideas what he might have figured out that we didn't. So we're going to keep going forward, and we're going to see what gets revealed in Chapter 5. Now, Chapters 1 through 4 in the first game were pretty straightforward. Murder happens, do the trial, solve the murder. Murder happens, do the trial, solve the murder. Chapter 5 was where it got funky. Because Chapter 5 was where a corpse showed up that shouldn't have, and a student went missing that shouldn't have, and that student appeared, and then the corpse was unaccounted for, and then we got accused and got in the line for an execution, but got saved at the last minute. So how is that going to play out in Chapter 5 of this game? Is there going to be a parallel of a body showing up that shouldn't? Is it going to be where we start really revealing who's behind Monami? That's kind of what I think this is going to lead to, is Monami's reveal. What is she all about? So without any further ado, let's jump in. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. Oh, you know what, actually? Shinjo, you bring up something in those files made something snap inside Nagito. I really think that Nagito realized who he was and, like, what role he played in a previous game, and that has caused him to, like, basically see everyone else as inferior. Like, oh, you guys can't possibly rise to the level of becoming the ultimate hope if you can't even solve these simple problems. I can, and I have, and I will. And with that, like, that made him crack even more, and that's why he's like, well, if they can't become ultimate hope, then I will breed ultimate despair with Monokuma, and through that, something else will arise even more bright and hopeful. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool.
What? Mekamaru? stupid fool! Get it together!
Oh my!
Huh? Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru! That was Coach Nekomaru's voice!
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I am starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant. No, that's not more important, Sonia. What was that voice? Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru Teru was. Don't ignore me! I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Important?
All right.
This! It took me all night to make this.
My.
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Mini Maru.
Mini Maru? I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Are you serious?
Ugh.
Thanks.
It's so cute! Thanks, I'll keep it.
Well,
I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up!
Don't be stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
whoa,
Whoa, hey now, that's a bully's logic.
man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know? About Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
Huh.
I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
What do you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my.
Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding me?
What? I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini Maru.
Man.
Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and take some tiny baby notes right now. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't address in my speculation. Who is Monokuma waiting for? And I recall Nagito saying he suspects that the someone that he's waiting for is already on the island, which also makes me think like if Monokuma is waiting for someone for some purpose, I would think that that purpose would probably be to fight the Future Foundation. So maybe he's waiting for Nagito? Or maybe he's waiting for Hajime? It feels like that's probable. Chapter 5. Mini Maru was made from parts of Mecha Maru. Alternative motives aside, that was rather sweet of Kazuichi. I mean, it's a little macabre, right? Hey guys, I took the corpse of our dead friend and turned it into a little puppet so that it can sing and dance for our amusement. Isn't that kind? God, I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
That's amazing!
Of course.
I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
Well,
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know?
hey.
Then that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard.
What did he mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak's primary department. I'm a reserve course student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent after all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all? What, that's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not something I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had a talent all along. But... shit. My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course.
She is right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there is a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey.
The hell? You're saying that all wrong. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is hard to say sometimes. Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me.
Huh?
Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. You saw me? Yes, that's right. The Mana Beast this time was very strong.
You?
Gross. Don't get close to me. Get out of here.
What?
No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey, hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Yes, I'm ashamed of myself. Wipe, 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 wipe.
Ding, 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 ding.
There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast. Oh, the last Mono Beast, I guess, yeah. That is true, isn't it? Okay. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu-shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me. This again? You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off the island. Why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
Don't misunderstand.
But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass. Huh?
So,
Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my serious
Because if we can't
side.
run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow.
Hey, hey.
Fight! Seriously, that fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know?
What are you saying?
Why, you... Did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey, hey, hey.
Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about that.
settle down.
If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but... when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil.
All right.
Alright, I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
Starting to get pumped up.
The Future Foundation Monokuma Monami? I'll crush them all at once!
That's...
Even me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know? You're right.
leave it to me.
Then I gotta do my best too. Alright. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. So, the fourth island is still kind of unaccounted for, though. Like, the castle, the haunted house, the Monami's house, like, most of that island is left unexplored because all we did was ride a roller coaster and then go to a fun house. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. You know, the reserve department that, according to the records, overthrew Hope's Peak Academy and began the greatest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. That reserve department? Yo!
Christine.
Senpap 25 Beauty Senpap 25 Beauty Senpap
This is gonna
25
repeat.
Beauty Senpap 25 Beauty Senpap 25 Beauty.
For our friends who are not aware, Senpapi here just became a Twitch affiliate and now has his own emotes. Congratulations, Senpapi. Welcome to the affiliate club. Thank you for the sub, by the way. I have not had a chance to drop by your streams just because most of the time it's while I'm working or while I've been moving, but next time I drop by, I'll pay it back. And that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Chapter 5. Smile at Hope in the Name of Despair. Alright, this is going to be the Nagito-centric chapter. The question is Nagito going to be the victim? Because that would be really interesting. If Nagito was the victim, what I suspect would be the setup would be he would indicate that he knows who the traitor is, and then he would die, and in doing so, the traitor would be the one who is in the focus, and so whoever killed Nagito must be the traitor, and that would be how we'd figure this out. If Nagito is the killer on the flip side, I have no idea where this is going to go. With the Mono Beast gone, we've crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island.
So this is the last island.
What a flat reaction. Enormous buildings towered everywhere, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Okay, this is a little spooky. This feels very Persona 4. Sea King Industries, okay. Helicopter port? Oh, the military base, of course. Why didn't I expect a military base? What's wrong with me? What is this? Factory? Yep, factory. Okay. Vendor Street? And that looks like we come back to the beginning. Yeah, okay. Where should we start? I am intrigued by the army base, by the military base. This is very bizarre, though. This is not what I was expecting from the final island. War helicopters, incredible. That thing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? Not just that, there's a lot of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. Okay, Monokumas. Hidden Monokumas. Ah ha ha. Hello, friend. I'm still missing a chapter 1 Monokuma.
I knew you could do it.
I don't really need these coins anymore. Is this a military truck? Unlike the airplane at the first island, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. And besides, it's not like I can escape the island by driving off of it. Never say never. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms, and there's a ton of them. Okay, that is noteworthy. That is worth remembering. At the military base, there is live ammunition and weapons in trucks. Okay. There's a lot of different weapons, like guns and anti-tank rockets, carelessly stacked in here. Is it really alright to handle these carelessly? This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Okay, it doesn't look like there's two... Oh, the helicopter. This helicopter... Oh, is this the helicopter Monokuma used to execute Teru Teru? I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. Good job remembering, Hajime. You know what? This actually possibly lends some credence to the theory that the Hope's Peak Academy from Danganronpa 1 is the one that's here on the islands. This helicopter. Don't screw with me. Ow. Hajime, what happened? It's nothing, I'm fine. I couldn't help punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn it, I'm so weak. This appears to be a military base. Is that so? Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive.
All right.
These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the Future Foundation. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons.
Huh?
Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank, no problemo. No problemo? Of course, in modern warfare... Oh, a course in modern warfare is a required class in all our grade schools. An obsession with anime, and now this? Sonia's country never ceases to baffle me. What was... Nolovia? Nolokov? Sokolov? Nokolov. Something like that.
However,
Weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them.
I am concerned.
If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Unfortunately, this stuff in the base won't be useful to us. Novoselic, thank you. No, that is wrong. Well, I have discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. Ho 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 ho, okay. Interesting. Oh, I realize that you guys can't see that I am taking notes right now, so it just kind of looks like I'm sitting here like an idiot, staring at my screen with my tongue partially out of my mouth. Okay. That's important. Jabberwock Island Development Plan? What is this?
However,
I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be a useful clue? Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written here, I do not know much.
well,
But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length. What is that plan? Place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters. That's bizarre. Why would this have a Monokuma logo on it, then? Because if this is a plan that was developed by the Future Foundation to turn the island into their headquarters, which I guess maybe didn't come to fruition because of Monokuma? But Monokuma can't get into Hope's Peak Academy right now. But Monokuma has documents related to the previous game, which took place inside Hope's Peak Academy. which can't have taken place very long ago, because Byakuya hadn't really, like, aged. He was still high school aged. And obviously Monokuma's got control over this entire island. This just gets curiouser and curiouser. A central headquarters for the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. Okay. Jabberwock Island's management company went bankrupt, so it sat empty for a long time. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time. If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The items at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? There cannot have been this many typos in the original game, right? But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean.
Well?
However, there is one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? Yes, the one that said that there was supposed to be a statue in the middle, there was supposed to be a building in the middle, and the islands were not connected by bridges, if I recall correctly. It was written there that the central island houses a large administrative building. However, we couldn't find that building anywhere. We even commented how strange that was, right?
However...
But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters... Could it be that same building? They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters. Or so it is written. What the heck, it's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Hajime, are you dumb? If you rebuild a building, that means the building was demolished, and you are rebuilding it, building it again. It does not exist because it ceased to exist. It previously existed and then it was destroyed, so it no longer exists. That's how you rebuild a building. Damn it, what the hell is going on? Not that I think that's necessarily what happened here. I'm thinking that the Future Foundation headquarters, the thing that most fits would be the Hope's Peak Academy that's here on this island. But the question is that the same Hope's Peak Academy that was in the first game? Is this the Hope's Peak Academy wherein the killing school life took place? Or is this some, like, facsimile of it that was made for other purposes? I feel like that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, though. Like, I get that it's used as a symbol of, you know, the hope of a nation, but it feels weird to replicate that specific building instead of moving the building, I guess. I guess it would have to be a replica, but was this replica made before the tragedy or after the tragedy, or why? This is such a bizarre setup. We were so distracted by all of the horrible situations that kept happening, one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue, and that is the mystery of this island. But what's really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there's no reason behind it. That was from talking to Sonia, not examining the tank. Man, this place is boring. boring. What are you talking about? There's a tank here.
You.
Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapon don't excite me at all.
Obviously.
A real man fights with his fists.
And that goes for women, too.
All right.
Do you want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows. Oh, Akane, never change. No thanks. Boob pillows? I love how frickin' Sonya finds a vital clue to the overall mystery of the entire game, and Akane's just here like, man, I'm bored, you want to touch my boobs? No thanks, Hajime WTF. Hajime respects women. Okay, let's see, we had the army. What else was most interesting? The Sea King Enterprises, the factory. I want to go to the vendor street. The offer is good, but Hajime is not winning this one, no. There was one person on this island who had a chance of winning that, and he is a little robot boy now. Akane literally offered. I mean, fair. Akane is a simple woman who knows what she wants, and I respect that. Okay, that was a little trippy. Is this a Monokuma that I can claim? Alright, cool.
No.
Wasn't very hidden. By the way, what were the results of the last trial? I wasn't there and haven't watched it back. The results of the last trial were as predicted. It was indeed Gundam Tanaka who killed Mekamaru. Through the most convoluted setup. And as I've thought about it, the thing that really makes me upset is that that specific murder, rather, everything was set up for that murder specifically to happen. Everything in that whole arrangement that Monokuma did, there was only one murder that could have possibly happened in order to make it interesting, and it was that. It had to be that sequence of events, basically. Gundam and Mekamaru were ready to kill one another to save others from starvation, and Gundam won. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's true, actually. I believe that the scene that we saw was, well, explicitly, the scene that we saw was Gundam's retelling of the event, and I think Gundam was lying, or embellishing at the very least, because it is so out of character to me for Nekomaru to show up and see someone there and be like, all right, I'm gonna kill you now. And the language that he was using in that scene was so very dramatic and shonen-esque. Was that Nekomaru's words, or was that Gundam Tanaka's words? Did Gundam Tanaka just make up this story in order to give his friends more hope, you know? Embellishing it is a very Gundam thing to do, exactly. He felt the killing intent, though. Perhaps he did feel the killing intent, but I don't think he fought back, honestly. I don't think he fought back, like, with an intention to kill. I don't think that Nekomaru had that in him, to be honest. Alright, what do we got here? Ramen shops? Lots of ramen shops? Not much else, honestly. We've got the monitor. Nothing that I can interact with here, actually. Nothing at all except for the monitor, and I assume a surveillance camera. Yeah, there. Huh. Interesting. I was wondering who was lured here by the smell. I expected Akane, not you. See, Akane is on Fuyuhiko's mind. You see? He smelled food and he was like, I bet Akane will be here. And then he goes there. I'm telling you, the Fuyukane ship is real. I wasn't lured by the smell or anything.
Anyway.
It looks like this street is full of food vendors, but as you can see, there's no customers or staff. Only the food is here. Normally, a street like this would be bustling with activity, but there's no one here. It's actually pretty creepy to think about. Oh, I should take the notes away for now. The crack ship copium continues. It's not a crack ship. I'm right, and everyone else in this chat is wrong. It's actually pretty creepy to think about. Is that it? Is that really all there is here?
Jeez.
I actually don't mind places like this. It takes me back to when I would gather earnings. Earnings?
Nothing.
It's nothing. People who live honest lives are better off not knowing. Fair enough. Yakuza business. So that means 2 of my 6 predicted final survivors are dead already? Yep. We lost 2 people, and both of them were people on your list. It looks like your powers of prediction have finally run out. Pardon me, Senpapi. All right, the factory. This is gonna be interesting. Are we producing Monokuma's plushie factory? Perhaps yes. White smoke is billowing from the building in the back. Is this some kind of factory? But if it's got Monokuma's face on it, I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway.
Hajime.
Good timing. What's up, Chiaki?
See?
This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but
Well,
since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone.
Then do you want to go inside together? You see, again, the Chiaki traitor theory, she is implying that we should go do this as a pair. And so she's going to see something that I'm also seeing, and she's maybe going to draw me to certain conclusions or point out certain things that she specifically wants me to see. The Chiaki traitor theory is not getting disproven right now, and I want it to be, because I don't want Chiaki to be the traitor. I like her a lot. She's really becoming one of my favorite characters in this game. I'm surprised you didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating? Might be better if I go inside first. Check out the goods warehouse first.
you...
Hey Hajime, you're the kind of person who waits till the very end to eat their favorite food, aren't you?
How could you tell?
Well,
I like to eat my favorite foods first.
see?
So instead of the warehouse, let's start with the factory.
Man, Chiaki calling me out, actually. Chiaki actually calling me out. She read me like a book. I am absolutely that kind of person. Start with the things I don't like as much and then end with the thing that is best. I'm also very much a one dish at a time kind of person. Like, if I've got a burger and fries, for the most part, I eat the burger, then I eat the fries. Or if I've got, like, you know, chicken, broccoli, rice, whatever on my plate, I finish one thing, then I move on to the next. Alright, then I'm going inside. Hajime, Gundam, Chiaki, Nagito, Nekomaru, and Sonya were my predictions. Gundam and Nekomaru are now dead, and if your prediction about Nagito being the next victim is correct, then at least half my predictions were wrong. And if the Chiaki traitor prediction is also correct, that probably means I'm only getting 2 out of 6 correct at best. I wouldn't go that far yet. We don't really know that the Chiaki traitor theory, if it was true, is necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, if we don't know what the traitor's motives are, the traitor is on the side of the Future Foundation, theoretically. The Future Foundation is theoretically at odds with Monokuma, and Monokuma is the one who's making us do the killing game and is also kind of like the representation of the tragedy. So the traitor is not necessarily a malevolent force. We just don't know yet. What the heck is this? What was being manufactured one after the other and carried away on a conveyor belt was Monokuma. That was devious. I could see that one getting missed very, very easily. Oh, hello, Chiaki. I'm gonna look around for myself before I talk to Chiaki. The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. The coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. I like how the Monokumas are picked up off the conveyor belt, dropped into a box immediately just to be shot out into another box. We could cut part of this process, dude. You can just move this box under here and forget the little shooting machine. Monokumas are being tossed into this gigantic basket one after the other. They better not be real. I picked one up with my hand. I see. So these are plushies.
Monokuma plushies. The real Monokuma is sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are actually, probably actual plushies.
Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies.
Life-size plushies? I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I'm gonna be rich! But you've made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when all is said and done. Monokuma's life-size plushie. I don't want it. I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. What kind of messed up place is this? Don't look down on me! Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door.
Hey.
What should we do? Honestly, I really don't feel like going.
But still.
But what if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do? You're right. Then we should go there just for a little while.
Well?
Watching simple machines like this reminds me of games. Games?
Yep.
Like this one game where you just put caps on pens. Or another game where you try to guess a person's gender. Is that even fun? She's thinking of like Factorio. Oh, this is not the exit. Looks like the break room is on the other side of this door. It sounds like a place for housewives to gossip, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone at this factory. Okay. I love how tiny Chiaki looks. Without thinking, I peeked into the piled up stacks of cardboard boxes. Rustle, rustle. There's a Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First, there was the Monokuma archive in the funhouse. Now there's a plushie factory and all these goods. How full of himself is he? Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, it has no reason for existing. True. He's starting to talk even crazier. Oh, that's not intuitive at all. For some reason, in this room and this room only, the direction that the camera moves is inverted based on the direction you move your mouse. Yo, what up, Not Cops? Welcome to the channel. This looks like a Monokuma panel. But why so many? I was thinking about using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all boom! Then they'd stand out, you know? No store would sell your stuff.
You're so
Of course not!
stupid.
You're such a fool. That's why I'll open an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. Are you liking this game? Yes, I am. I've really enjoyed this game so far. I played the first game a few months ago, and it's probably my favorite game I've played all year. So, Danganronpa 2 has not disappointed so far. Now, I'm reserving any final judgments on it until after I finish the game, because the actual overarching mystery and the final, most difficult puzzle is what I'm going to really judge this on. But so far, I think the actual individual murder mysteries I don't like as much as in the first game. The cast I like better than the first game. So it's a bit of a mixed bag so far. Just remember, no spoilers. Yes, please, no spoilers, no hinting to future events, no, don't give me clues if I say I'm wrong about something, whatever. What are your favorite characters in 2? Ibuki and Gundam were my favorite characters. Ibuki, my number 1 favorite by a wide margin, and Gundam, number 2. Also pretty wide margin over everyone else, but Ibuki was just so fun, man. I enjoyed Ibuki so very much. Now that I think about Ibuki, something that springs to mind, we never got any of those, unique, short-term, limited cutscenes that we got with Ibuki. We had a chance to do one with Saionji, but we turned it down because we wanted to do Ibuki instead. But I haven't seen anyone else get one of those, which is surprising. What do you think I am, a psychopath?
By the way, people die in this game? No, that's not true, because people didn't die in the first game either, so clearly all of these deaths are fake.
Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie.
Can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made those. Your business is doomed to fail.
Enough already. You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it.
No.
Hey, don't say that. Let's do our best together. We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s.
I was not expecting a Pogs reference in this game. If he says anything about Furbies, I'm gonna flip my lid.
Hey!
Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious about opening a business, you've already committed a major mistake.
I won't forgive you!
Because there's no merch of me.
My little sister!
Oh, Monami, don't you know about Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise?
Hey,
A long time ago, there were these two old guys. Two old guys living together?
shing!
The old guys thought, rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Huh? Did you even need the old guys in that story?
In other words,
So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. A half-pink rabbit is so lame. You don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense.
You stupid brother!
You did this to me. You're the one who has no fashion sense.
Amazing. Yeah, I don't like
What
Monami.
a hopeless way of snapping back!
I will say, as much as I've been enjoying this game, Monami just feels really out of place. Her voice acting is really flat. The jokes aren't funny. It eats up so much screen time that, like, this game's already way longer than Danganronpa 1 was. And 5 chapters in, we don't really know what Monami is about yet. So unless they do something really interesting with Monami, I think so far she is the weakest part of this game for me.
But honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels.
special bleeding service!
So whoever wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like.
Here!
Come on, what are you waiting for? Hajime, let's run.
You're right. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for inventory disposal. Well, that happened. It's like you just got tired.
Yeah, you're right.
There are never hints in obviously suspicious places.
Anyone who looks obviously suspicious isn't the killer.
Yep.
That's usually the norm.
Alright, well. That all happened. Anyway. So far, none of this is really giving me any clues about anything at all. Like, I don't even see how a murder is getting set up here. Like, there's not really a good venue for an interesting murder to happen so far. So Sea King Industries, or Enterprises, or whatever, must be our saving grace here. It's funny she drools when she yawns. She's cute, man. Chiaki's just a cutie. Okay, this is where we're making the Mono Beasts. There's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. It feels very sci-fi. Sea King Industries. They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electric installation and other machine parts. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. They probably got, like, co-opted by the Future Foundation. Okay. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. And this place looks like a research facility. For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. I guess so. I only read about them in pamphlet next to the reception desk. Besides, the size of the company isn't the issue here.
What's going on?
This company obviously doesn't make machine parts, so what the heck are they making here? He's right, it's like they're making something more dangerous. It seems like this might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. I mean, there's not much to thoroughly investigate here. There's the machines. This machine is making another machine? The finished product looks like it's modeled after a four-legged animal. You are an idiot, Hajime.
Hey, hey!
Hey, doesn't that animal-looking machine remind you of anything? Are you talking about the Mana Beasts?
Maybe...
Is there any chance those Mana Beasts were created here? The Mana Beasts were created here.
Fine, fine.
Yep, and that's what this place is for.
Hey,
No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right?
bye-bye.
That's why it's just fine.
There's something wrong with you.
What the hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. That line seems important, actually. No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right? What does that mean? What did he say? People won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist. It's that how much you insist it's a game line that I'm really interested in. Because there is a theme about games here. Between the second murder's trial, or the second murder's like motive being hidden behind an arcade machine. And when we started the game, there was this like matrixy doodaloo thing that was not an aesthetic choice made in the first game, which felt very electronic. Boy, you were earlier than I expected. Luigi, I am in a new time zone, and we just had daylight savings time change last night. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what time it is at all. My clock says that it's 5 o'clock, and it's already dark out. I don't know what time it is for the rest of the world right now. 5:09 p.m. for me, yeah. Because, like, for people who are outside of the areas of the US that observe daylight savings time, I think I'm currently 2 hours earlier. Like, no, 3? No. Heck, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Vacuum's right, it's murder time, that's what time it is. What the hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. It doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced.
What's going on?
I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does that mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This automated machine looks like it's making something. Wait, what? Is that important? Is someone a robot? Or are we saying this is how Nekomaru was made? Or Mekamaru? Is this a mannequin?
Maybe...
It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot?
You serious?
Seriously, how can they make robots? Hey, just how far did technology advance without me knowing? Do you think Nekomaru was made here?
That was close.
It's a similar humanoid robot. It's possible, maybe.
Hey, hey, hey!
But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation too. I will say, just for people who are, you know, regulars of the channel, currently my clock says that it is 5 o'clock. It's 5:11. I get off of work at 6 o'clock. which means I have to drive here, so realistically, my stream starting time is probably going to be around 2 hours or 3 hours from now on most days, except for weekends. So I know for people who do not observe daylight savings time, and especially for people who are like in Europe, I am going to be streaming much later than I normally did, and I'm so sorry, but that is a consequence. That's not really something that I can fix. I can't change my work schedule as much as I wish I could, and I have a long commute, which sucks. I used to have a 0 commute. I used to work in the building that I lived at, and now I have to drive like 40 minutes to get to work every day. Murica moment, yep. Hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Well, why? Because you just started laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously, what else am I gonna do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish.
Hey.
Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. You could have opened with that, Kazuichi. Whoever was using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It was such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Kazuichi, you are burying the lead here. What was the email? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. All right. All right, now is the real big boy note-taking time. Kazuichi found... Oh my god, I can't spell. Found emails in the King computer. Okay, this is a weird sentence. Global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. Is that not... That is the definition of a global riot, is happening around the world. Global riots. And these riots were caused by high school students.
Yeah.
So these riots just keep growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society, until eventually it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Footage of the riots starts getting circulated, and strange incidents start occurring one after another. A hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world as the end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? World Ender? I know, right? It sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title.
Hey.
Whoever wrote this needs to come up with a better story idea, because that wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. But I learned something valuable anyway. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. I mean, it's not bad advice, I guess. Okay, so... Nothing really new here, to be honest. I might be able to extrapolate some information from this. We gotta go way, way back. Chapter 3? Yeah, here we go. All right. Here we go. We're just gonna make this a little bit bigger. Whoop. Okay, cool. So what happened was, because of my new setup, I had to change which monitor goes where, and that changed the resolution on all of my things. So that's fun. At this pace, I'm gonna miss the big moments I wanted to see live. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll have the VODs up to date within a day or two again, now that I can be at my computer. About the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, this horrendous event originated with some students of Host Peak Academy causing a revolt. The students of the reserve department were dissatisfied being treated differently than the primary department and began to fight the academy. At first, the dispute was confined to the campus, and hopes were high that it would settle down someday. But things quickly escalated. Behind the scenes of that rebellion, a huge authority was exerting its influence. Eventually, it spread like an infection, provoking wild riots in various parts of the world. It was unlike any previous act of terrorism or coup d'etat. It seemed to have a much different purpose. However, no matter what we assume, we simply cannot apply reason to this subversive movement. Nonetheless, this destruction is not chaotic or disorganized. It is both purposeful and malicious. Therefore, it is a subversive movement full of despair. Hope Peak Academy became the origin of the incident, was forced to put an end to their long history. As for the students who survived, they were forced to kill each other as a lesson in despair. So this is going to be... So what was the huge authority exerting its influence? Was it World Ender? The Usami X-File. So this, to me, indicates that the Usami X-File, this information was planted here by Usami and not by Monokuma, which makes me think that the force behind this was not the World Ender organization, but the ultimate despair, you know, Fenrir, or the ultimate despair with access to Fenrir's resources. What is World Ender's goal here, man? I don't understand. What is the Future Foundation after? Securing a future, right? I wrote somewhere else what Future Foundation was after. Right? Where did we first learn about the name the Future Foundation? It was exploring the second island, right? So yeah, it seems to imply that the Future Foundation is a Mikan. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, World Ender was what we first heard. So I feel like I need to start another notepad just to keep track of these relevant things and try to piece them together. So the Future Foundation is the one who maybe made this artificial island. Which makes sense with the development plan that we found in the driver's seat of the tank. Which seems to have been placed there deliberately by Monokuma, because it had a Monokuma picture on it. So it really feels like Monokuma and the Future Foundation just keep trying to, like, sabotage one another. Yeah, and then this makes sense with the emails being sent. So while the tragedy was ongoing, whoever was here sent these emails. So then after Jabberwock Island's management company went bankrupt, it must have been purchased by or otherwise acquired by the Future Foundation. Then how does Monokuma get in charge here? And how do these 16 students end up in this place? And why does Hajime end up here? And how did Byakuya end up here? God, there's just so many questions and absolutely zero answers. I have no idea. Of course, I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but
Of course not!
there's no way this is real. It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. Dude, based Kazuichi, Death Note enjoyer. Great show. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. But the world ending, there's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? This used to be Sea King Industries, but it's not anymore.
I see.
After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us. That's the reason?
That's right.
It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us. But why?
This is bad.
Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff. My man predicted Squid Games. They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those bastards get off on watching kids kill each other.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption.
I mean,
If that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich, perverted bastards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. Have I missed? Oh. That's not what I was looking for, but I'm glad I spotted it.
Huh? Are you serious?
I don't think I've missed anything else. Got the Mono Beast, we've got the robot.
yo,
Hey, Hajime, I was looking for you. What's up, Fuyuhiko?
well,
I was thinking you've probably finished exploring this island by now. You're right, I think I've explored everywhere at least once for now.
damn right.
Then do you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? Yeah, I don't mind. I figured it'd be annoying if we all went back to the hotel for this. But there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there.
Later.
I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know, Fuyuhiko left. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that, huh? Well, now's not the time to be impressed by something like that. It'd be bad to make the others wake. I should hurry over to the food stand. You see, he said, we need a meeting place. I need some place that Akane is sure to arrive at. So I will suggest that we all meet at the food vendors. I have broken through 10,000 total steps. Nice calves is the name of that achievement. I really hate the fade-in for this. Alright, looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh? What about Nagito? Who cares? It's not like he's our friend or anything.
Like,
I couldn't get in touch with him. I don't know where the hell he is or what he's doing.
now then.
So, how'd it go? Did you learn anything about the Future Foundation? There is one other thing that's just a huge question mark, which is the big frickin' bomb in the middle of the island. We assume it's a bomb, but it's just this weird countdown timer that, as of our last check-in, said 5 days, 11 hours, 13 minutes, and 30 seconds. What's gonna happen in 5.5 days? Is that who Monokuma is waiting for? Does that person wake up in that time? Does the island explode? I got nothing. I've got absolutely nothing. Not really. Like, I feel like I learned stuff, but I also feel like I didn't learn anything. It's not clear which information we found is believable, if any.
However,
I believe there is no question that the Future Foundation is behind everything that has been going on.
Well,
Are we sure about that? Huh? Well, what are you saying? If they're not our enemy, then what are they? So the theory that, like, I just want to walk through this train of logic. I don't know that I necessarily believe it right now, but at the beginning of the game, Monami's goal really seemed to be to isolate this group of students from the terror and tragedy of the outside world. They literally took a box of students and just dropped them on the beach and said, we're just gonna live here happy forever for the rest of time. And then Monokuma came in and disrupted that. So, like, if the goal is to defeat Monokuma, if that's what the Future Foundation is after here, or rather, if the Future Foundation's goal was to, like, secure a future by having these ultimate students on this beach here, and they just got thwarted by Monokuma, then that would say that Monokuma is the one who instigated all the riots. Maybe the Future Foundation created this island to, or rather, they knew that this island was here and it went bankrupt, and so they happened to be on this island, or maybe even Sea King Enterprises became the Future Foundation and, you know, used that and extracted some of the students from Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe the... Okay, hang on. Okay. Here we go. You ready? There was more than one traitor, quote unquote traitor. There was more than one future Foundation agent on the island. After the first game finishes, Byakuya, Kirigiri, Yasuhiro, Toko, Naegi, and Asahina use the resources that they have from Byakuya's family to create the future Foundation. All right? And they figure out that there are other students in Hope's Peak Academy, and so they somehow like take them and supplant them. And they had their memories stolen at the exact same time and in the same way that the first batch of students did. Okay? And that's why they don't remember anything, and that's why Monokuma knows that they don't remember anything but can't give them back because they were just stolen in the same way. I guess in this case then the traitor quote unquote here would be not someone who is acting malevolently, but someone who is trying to... I mean, the traitor then would be Byakuya, right? I don't know, I like this idea. I like where I'm going here, but I'm not putting the pieces together in the right configuration. Let's keep going and see where this leads. It always comes back to the Byakuya culprit theory. Byakuya's the traitor. I'm hanging my hat on it. Byakuya's the traitor theory. We have retired the Byakuya culprit theory and we have adopted the Byakuya traitor theory. In a way, this would make it the Byakuya mastermind theory, which is an evolution. If they're our ally, there's no way they'd trap us on this island.
Well, yeah.
That's true, but there's something I've been thinking about.
Hey,
Monami works for the Future Foundation, right? She's pretty much admitted it by this point. But even though Monokuma's forcing us to kill each other, Monami has been opposing him.
huh?
You mean pretending to oppose him, right?
That's wrong.
No, I don't think she's pretending. They clearly hate each other. Then it's possible that the enemy of our enemy is actually an ally. Because she opposes Monokuma, you think she's our ally?
Please wait.
Even if they both oppose each other, is it not possible that they are both our enemy?
I'm starting to get pumped up.
Like a three-way battle. That's kinda hot.
Hey.
Why, after all this time, are you suddenly backing up the Future Foundation?
Whoa!
Are you talking like that because you're actually the traitor that's working for them?
Damn it.
Don't be a fucking idiot.
I won't be fooled.
No way, you're clearly suspicious. I mean, if you don't...
Settle down.
Kazuichi Soda, shut up. Yes!
Listen.
There never was a traitor. Monokuma lied to us.
Oh my.
Lied?
Well,
It is simply a false entity that Monokuma made up so we would be suspicious of each other.
you insolent fool.
How can you not believe in your friends after everything we have endured together? Weak. How weak. Man. Instead of facing the problem directly and overcoming it, you're desperately trying to run away.
Such despair.
That weakness is hopeless. Nagito? I need to hear what everyone has to say about Nagito showing up. Nagito, what's he planning this time? Very suspicious. I like Minimaru.
It cannot be.
Oh my god, is Akane gonna be the victim here? And then Minimaru is gonna be a clue? Oh my god. What Nagito just said,
Please wait.
is he implying that believing each other is a weakness? That is absurd. Real shonen antagonist energy.
Jeez.
Nagito's a pain in the ass, but is there anything we can do about Kazuichi's idiocy? He doubts everyone so easily and never apologizes for it. Well, I guess I'm used to it.
The timing of his arrival seems planned. It seems like he might have been watching our actions. Maybe. She hasn't said "I think" for a while. Makes me sad. I like her catchphrase. So there you are, Nagito. We didn't invite you here, you annoying bastard. Nagito, where have you been this whole time?
Jeez.
I wonder where your thought process wandered off to. As usual, you guys just keep running around in circles. What are you, hamsters? Oops. If I compare you guys to hamsters, will I get yelled at by that weakling who dropped out?
That is...
What does that?
Now then.
You asked where I've been this whole time, right?
Well,
I was in the middle of looking for someone. Looking for someone? I thought that person might have already arrived, but I guess I was wrong. Or maybe that person is hiding in a secret location and carefully watching us. Okay, hold up. There's two possible persons that this could be in reference to if my crackpot theory is correct. Nagito's line calling Gundam a quitter is why I'll never like Nagito. That's your line in the sand, Luigi? I understand that is a harsh thing to say, and I don't like him for saying it. But I kind of feel like my line with Nagito was drawn a few chapters ago, and he's just gotten consistently worse. Hey, who are you talking about? Are you saying there's someone else on this island besides us? It's probably the survivor of the killing school life. Huh?
how about it?
If so, a lot of things might start adding up, don't you think? Are you talking about Byakuya? He's the survivor you're talking about, right? Oh my god, Nagito espousing the Byakuya culprit theory? Actually based in Nagito?
What?
Huh? Oh, I see. You guys have only reached that stage. What stage? You're not making any sense at all.
Not making sense.
Jeez.
But still, if you think about it properly, you might be able to figure it out. Why would Byakuya, a survivor of the killing school life, die in vain like he did at the very beginning?
Right?
Don't you think it's strange?
Huh?
What does that mean?
That is an order!
The issue is not with what he means. Please take back what you said about Byakuya dying in vain.
That's right.
Yeah, listen to Miss Sonia.
Well?
You have been acting very strange lately. I do not like this version of Nagito we have been witness to. I don't like you either. Well, I never liked you in the first place.
This is troubling.
Looks like I'm being hated. Well, that's understandable. There's no way you guys can even comprehend my suffering.
Well,
Knowing the truth can be pretty painful in its own way. The truth? What truth? What do you know? Curious, are you? But why don't I tell you guys that after we've found out who the traitor is? Huh?
actually,
Tell you the truth, I still haven't figured out who the traitor is. But it won't take me very long. You guys don't have to worry. I'll weed out the traitor even if it costs me my life.
what?
You're gonna weed out the traitor?
Please wait!
As I have already said, there is no traitor. I'll bet in the end you're just gonna raise your hand and go, I'm actually the traitor, right? You're a funny guy, Kazuichi. But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is? If I'm able to wipe out all the despair on this island, will I?
This is exciting.
Will I become the ultimate hope? Ultimate hope?
You.
What the hell are you talking about? Have you finally lost your damn mind?
Now then.
I should get going. But if you see Monokuma again, there's something I want you to tell him. Tell him he doesn't need to provide a motive anymore. Huh? Tell him not to worry, because I'm planning to go all out. Besides, the next one will probably be the last. Alright.
All right. Like I said before, lots of questions, very few answers.
Could it be?
Nagito, what does that mean?
Bye now.
Bye. Nagito ignored Chiaki's question and left us. We were powerless to stop him. It was clear to us that trying to stop him would just be useless.
Hey.
I don't want to think about it, but could he be planning a kill?
Are you kidding me?
A kill? Who? Who's he gonna kill?
Damn it.
See, I think I was on the right track earlier when I said that he is thinking he is going to become the victim, and by outing the traitor, or by threatening to out the traitor, he is forcing the traitor to act, and then by him dying, the traitor is going to be the one in the limelight. I think that is where this is headed. Based on how he was talking, it looks like his target is the traitor.
Wait!
There is no such person. I mean, the notion that one of us has been deceiving us all along. I will never, ever believe that.
Like Sonia said, I can't believe it either. I don't think any of us could do that. But what if it's Nagito? Or what if whoever it is has forgotten about it? What if the traitor has forgotten that they're the traitor? Just like how I forgot that I don't even have a talent. Well, regardless of who he's targeting, there's a high chance that he's planning to kill, right?
That's right.
Then we gotta tie him up again. Forcing him to stop is the only way.
Oh.
It's impossible. Nekomaru's not even here anymore.
I'll show you my serious side.
I've got what it takes to deal with someone as weak as him.
I'm here too.
Then that's a yes, right? Just leave it to me. Once I come up with a plan, we'll meet up again. Tie up Nagito, huh? Kazuichi is right. It's dangerous to let Nagito wander freely. If we're being cautious, we have to act fast. But what is this indescribable anxiousness I'm feeling? Hope it just means I'm thinking too much. For the time being, we decided to finish our exploration of the final island and return to the hotel. It was already dark by the time we returned to the hotel. Man, it's been a while since we were back here. I mean, the whole last chapter we didn't even get to hang out. Are there people over here? Yes, there are. I want to go check out people's doors. Because we haven't gotten to check the Chapter 3 or Chapter 4 door text. Gundam, I won't forget your final message. Don't give up on life. Even now, those words are still etched into my heart. I don't know if I'll find any answers, but we'll continue to press forward, so you won't lecture us. Okay, I thought I spotted a typo there, but I didn't. Teruteru, I don't care. Nekomaru. Nekomaru, you were a strong man. You were always straightforward because you were strong. But strength doesn't mean anything when you're dead. Man, the difference between Gundam being like, we'll never forget your final message, we'll never forget what you said to us and how much it mattered, versus the guy that he literally murdered, like, damn, your strength didn't matter in the end, did it, huh? Nagito. Alright, for the living people, it doesn't really super duper matter. Gundam's just that much cooler, agree. It's not opening. Looks like it's locked. Oh, we don't even get any flavor text for Mikan? Really? That's surprising. Wow, that sucks. Oh, I'm not gonna get Ibuki flavor text? Damn. That sucks. Oh well. Alright, Sonia. What say you?
I believe that there is no traitor.
Do you have a minute?
No, that is not the issue. After all, it is impossible.
Well?
Why does Nagito not understand that? And furthermore, he even made an insulting remark about Gundam. Gundam gave his life so he could teach us something important. At the time, Gundam scolded me for attempting to stop his execution. But looking back on it, he would forgive me with a smile on his face, right? Yeah, definitely. Gundam stayed true to himself until the very end. I will never forget that.
The Sonya understands who Best Boy is. I'll do Nekomaru's share of the grunt work.
Leave it to me.
I'm pretty confident about my strength. As long as nobody grabs my tail, there won't be any problems. Is that a Dragon Ball reference? You have a tail?
You.
Obviously, I'm joking.
Obviously.
I see.
Don't be thinking stuff like, if you want to see a tail, I got one. If you grab it, it'll get even more powerful. That's a terrible joke. It's even worse than a joke an old man would make.
Jeez.
Even her ignorance has limit. What are you talking about this time?
Huh?
It's Sonya. She had the nerve to say she wanted to check out my body. Huh? Your body?
Bastard!
Don't think about weird things, you bastard! It wasn't like that. I don't know where she heard it from, but she came up to me and said, real Yakuza are supposed to have tattoos, so show them to me. So that's what it was. It's not funny for her to tell me to strip right in front of her. Who does she think she is? See, he's not comfortable doing that in front of Sonya because Akane is the one true love. Besides, tattoos aren't supposed to be gawked at. Yep. I was wondering if we'd see Chiaki here.
The plan to capture Nagito, huh? Akane looked pretty confident, but is she really going to be alright? I mean, she's strong, but Nagito is, you know, unpredictable.
You're right, but I don't know how else we're supposed to catch him.
I don't even know if this is the right thing to do. If Nekomaru was still here, would he let Akane go through with this?
See?
Actually, he'd probably get pumped up about our capturing plan along with her.
You know, he did capture him once before.
Yep.
And Kazuichi helped him that time too. It feels like Gundam and Nekomaru are scolding us for not growing at all.
Maybe. I don't know, man. If there is a quote-unquote traitor here, I feel like traitor might be a bit of a loaded term. Like, what would a traitor want? What would an agent of the Future Foundation actually want to do in this? I don't know. Like an agent of the Future Foundation. What if Nagito is the agent of the Future Foundation, actually? What if he was... No, that wouldn't really make sense based on the conversation. Darn. Where's Soda, by the way? Did I miss him? Or is he just already off trying to tie up Nagito? Or is he hanging out in my room like a creep? If Nagito was with the Future Foundation, the Foundation would have collapsed by now. Real. Okay, it looks like I'm missing 4 Monokumas. For some reason, I'm really tired today. Well, since I walked around all day today, I was able to obtain several clues, although I'm not really certain if you can even call these clues. Instead, I feel like we're just suffering from more mysteries that don't make sense. This isn't good. As soon as nighttime hits, I can't stop thinking all these pessimistic thoughts. This might be a bad habit of mine. I should just get some sleep for today, rest my mind for a while. Then I'll give this some more thought tomorrow. See, this is better so far than the previous chapter, because I don't know where the murder is going to happen.
Actually...
Abbreviating Future Foundation to just the Foundation makes me imagine Junko being held up by nine-tailed fox agents. Dude, I would love to see a fan art of, like, Junko cosplaying Tamovich and, like, NFF services as, like, Monokuma themed instead of Fox themed. That would be fun.
Words are extremely dangerous. Unlike letters, words cannot be undone with erasers or with a backspace. That's why you need to be extremely careful. Same goes for me. There was a time in my past when I went through a lot of trouble because of that. That's right, when I was being trained at the safari park. At the time, there were two animals at the park that I got along with. One was a squirrel named Senor Dietrich, and the other was a fox named Cha-Cha Jr. To be honest, Cha-Cha Jr. was really stupid. If a female employee tried to have a serious talk with him, he'd just stare at her boobs the whole time. That's why Senor Dietrich would order him to steal panties. Where is this going? Yo, permanent account, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Agent 47 disguised as Monokuma. And that idiot would get real happy when he exchanged the panties he stole for Dr. Dietrich's old undies. Also, this one time, the three of us went to a steakhouse and the waiter asked, "How would you like it cooked?" Cha-Cha Jr. proudly said, "With fire." Senor Dietrich was pretty crafty. He knew how to play Cha-Cha Jr. He made a Cha-Cha Jr. abduct a fawn and drown it. Then he saved that drowning fawn himself. And he made Cha-Cha Jr. tell everyone about it. Man, he really did some shady things. Anyway, the three of us were getting along together. We were living a fun life in the safari park. That's right, until the day I ended up saying those words. I accidentally said this to Cha-Cha Jr. Foxes are squirrels' natural enemies. The next day, I stumbled across what was left of Dietrich Sr. He had been eaten. That's supposed to be Wait. This is just a weird syntax thing. Is that supposed to be Senor? Like, in Spanish, Senor Dietrich? Or is it supposed to be Dietrich Sr.? Which would contrast with Cha-Cha Jr., I guess. I don't know. Good thing I immediately tattled to a male employee so he could put down Cha-Cha Jr. with a hunting rifle. Even now, I regret saying what I said back then.
What the hell?
Geez, squirrels have it rough. They have so many natural enemies. So, in the previous game, I used the Monokuma theaters to kind of like build a profile of who I thought Monokuma might be. Like what kind of person. I have a hard time doing that in this game, but the only thing that I'm really picking up on is like the profile that I built in the first game was based off of like his tendencies and the subject matter that he was focusing on a lot, and that was kind of where I approached it from. In this one, he's being a lot more explicitly sexual, and I'm wondering if that is indicative of like who he is in some way. Because in my previous one, in the first game, he made like crude jokes at the time, but he didn't really cross a line very often that he does in this one.
Good morning. Now then, let's
So we'll now be down to like 4 days or 3 days. Alrighty. This seems like a very good natural pausing point, so we're gonna take a minute here, just take a breath and fill up some water, restroom break, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll keep going. I'll see you guys on the other side. So I don't know if we're going to be starting off with free time or if we're going to get more, plot advancement. Hey, let's go. Unfortunately, while I've been traveling, I haven't been able to stick so much to my Japanese learning, but I've got all of the basic hiragana and like 15 of the dakwon, I believe they're called, the modifier symbols. So I've been introduced to them, and I'm doing really, really well with most of them. Hey, Chiaki. Hey, Chiaki. I wasn't sleeping. Yes, you were. Totally not sleeping. I was playing a game. You were sleeping while you were playing a game? There's always time for gaming. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, you look more tired than usual. If she says that there's nothing, then I wonder if this is gonna be important. Last night, I had a weird dream that woke me up in the middle of the night. So maybe that's why. I don't buy that. I don't trust this. weird dream. It was a Monokuma puzzle game. It was like one of those tile-falling games where you make Monokumas disappear by creating a chain. But no matter how much I played, I couldn't beat it, and the Monokumas just fell endlessly. Why did I have a dream like that? It's probably because we saw that factory where those Monokuma goods were made. I don't know, if she's sitting there dreaming about defeating Monokuma, maybe she is the future Foundation agent. Yo, Hajime, check it out! I'm already eating! As usual, you're eating a lot. Well, we might get locked in a place like the funhouse again. So I gotta eat when I can.
Eat well, shit well.
For now.
Okay, now that we've finished our breakfast, let's jump right into the main topic. Hey, I'm still eating here. I just got here. I haven't had a chance to eat anything yet. Okay, I'm pretty much done eating. You selfish little...
You know, right?
And of course, the main topic is about our plan to capture Nagito that we're supposed to carry out today.
It cannot be.
Are you really going to do it? Of course, I spent all night coming up with this plan. That means I haven't slept for 2 days straight. Don't you think my effort should count for something?
Hey, bastard.
We get it. Hurry up and spill that plan of yours already. Well, I thought up several plans, but in the end, I figured that a straightforward plan would be the best. One of us will be the decoy who lures Nagito into the lobby by telling him we need to talk to him there. And then at the best possible moment, the two task force members will jump in and swiftly capture Nagito.
All right.
So that's the plan. What do you think? It's easy to understand, so I'm cool with it. Anyway, are there any bananas left?
You.
So now I will present each of you with your role.
Of course.
Since it's my plan, I'll take the role of commander. I won't let anyone object to that.
Hey.
But commander sounds like the most fun.
Hey.
Hey, didn't I just tell you I wouldn't let anyone object?
Right.
Next, I'll present the two task force members. These big roles go to you two, Fuyuhiko and Akane. Yep, sure thing.
Jeez. You're
Got no
pathetic.
choice.
You know.
And the person burdened with the core of this plan, the decoy who has to lure Nagito, I'll give that role to Chiaki Nanami.
No way.
Huh? No way. What did you say?
So...
I mean, it's not like I ever agreed to this plan.
Hey.
It's gonna be fine. It's not like you're gonna tie him up. You're just gonna lure him.
Well.
Besides, there's no way I'd ask Miss Sonia to take on such a dangerous role, you know? So please, I'm begging you.
Hey.
What a rude way to ask for help. If Mahiru was here, she would have beaten you up.
You.
I mean, you did say earlier that you definitely can't accept killing. Isn't that right? I need your help to stop another killing.
Hey.
And didn't I just say I'm begging you? Why are you snapping at her all of a sudden?
Oh.
Fine.
All right.
You're gonna do it? Alright, then this lineup is perfect. Hey, Sonia and I haven't been given roles. What should we do? Sonia has the role of princess. That doesn't make any sense.
For now.
And you're on chore duty. I want you to supply the rope we need to tie up Nagito.
Bow down.
Denied.
Whoa.
What? Why?
Listen.
If Hajime has nothing to do anyway, he shall accompany me.
Miss Sonia?
No, like I said, he needs to supply the rope.
You must not.
This is not a request. This is an order.
That is an order.
An order, I tell you. There is somewhere I must go. Fine. If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine.
I'll leave that matter
Good.
to your discretion.
Repeat that.
Damn it.
If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine. To object so forcefully, where do you need to go, Sonia? I shall tell you in due time. We will be discovered if I speak too loudly.
What did you say?
You're gonna be alone with Hajime? At a secret place? For now.
Damn it.
Carry out the plan tonight. All of you make sure you prepare your bodies and minds.
Huh?
Is our commander gonna be okay? His energy seems to have dropped pretty drastically. Let's all disperse for now. Now then, please come to the hotel lobby in 30 minutes. Yeah, sure thing. After our planning meeting had ended, I quickly finished eating my breakfast. By the time I made it back to my cottage, it was already close to the time I agreed to meet Sonia.
Still have no clue where I might have missed a Monokuma. It's pretty refreshing to eat food by the pool. I don't know. It's suspicious to me that Akane is so comforted by proximity to a pool. It's suspicious to me that you have any proximity to me whatsoever.
I won't forgive you.
You can't! Your teacher can't allow this plan.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Ah, shut the hell up, you useless rabbit!
Can't.
No, I won't be quiet. I cannot accept this plan.
Hey, what happened?
Man.
Well, that Monami bastard apparently heard about our
I
plan.
won't forgive
You can't.
Shut up!
It's not like we want to do this, we're just doing it because Nagito's dangerous.
That's right.
He's planning to kill someone, this is just self-defense.
But I still can't ignore it. I just can't allow my students to fight among themselves. Love. Love.
Ah, shut the hell up, you useless rabbit. And we just leave. Who is behind Monami? I want to go upstairs and see if Chiaki happens to be up there. Or Kazuichi, I suppose. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what are you doing? Or not Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko is who I meant. Fuyuhiko?
Damn right.
Oh, it's you. I was just looking at this photo here. It's the first time I've seen a photo of Peko and me where we look like equals.
Damn it.
Mahiru. When the hell did she even take this photo? Did I just see a flicker of light in Fuyuhiko's eyes? Was he crying? I think I should leave him alone. Obviously, Monami is being operated by Bizarro Junko, but like, who's operating Monokuma? Like, ugh. And how? And why? I mean, the why is going to be pretty hard to figure out if the first game is any indication. Like, why we operated Monokuma was just because I am batshit crazy.
Hajime, you are late.
I'm sorry, I wanted to go talk to people. Huh? I'm right on time. Wait, should I have come a little earlier?
A little earlier. In my country, you are severely punished if you do not arrive 13 minutes before an arranged meeting time.
For such an orderly country, 13 minutes is a pretty arbitrary rule.
That is...
Oh, I see. This is culture shock. Then I guess that can be overlooked.
So where are you planning to go? I just have to come along, right?
Well,
Of course. It is a place that pertains to this discovery we made yesterday.
Jabberwock Island Development Plan? Did you find out something about it?
How should I say this? After reading this document over and over again, I suddenly realized the Future Foundation was planning to rebuild a facility on this island to use as their headquarters.
You're talking about the large administrative building on the central island, right? But I couldn't find a building like that anywhere. Maybe they said something about a different island?
do you have a minute?
Or what if their plans suddenly changed and they had to use a different facility?
A different facility?
Well?
Was there not a facility in this island inscribed with the symbol of the Future Foundation?
Correct.
As I recall, the ancient ruins on the second island had such a symbol on its door.
Yeah, you're right. The Japanese word for future, Mirai, was inscribed there. If that's the case, that ruin might be connected to the Future Foundation, right?
However,
The discrepancies in that document are strange, but there is no doubt that that ruin is quite suspicious.
You're right. I'd completely forgotten about it after being locked inside the funhouse, but the possibility that that ancient ruin is connected to the Future Foundation is incredibly high. I knew there was something strange about that place. Sonia, after hearing all this, I want to go there as much as you do. I'll definitely come with you.
Then I may not be so competent, so please be patient with me.
I see.
At the ancient ruins on the second island, the word Mirai, or future, was inscribed on the door.
Okay. So I guess I just go there manually? So let's say that the Future Foundation building is the version of... Oh, hi, Chiaki.
Hey, hey.
Hey, what exactly does Kazuichi do as commander?
How should I know?
Well,
In games, commanders are usually flags. If you defeat the commander, no matter how many of their units are left, you still secure a victory. Even damaging the commander is enough to decrease the opponent's morale. As far as plans go, it's a pretty standard tactic.
I'll leave that matter to your discretion.
Wonderful. That plan has my seal of approval. Continue to target the commander.
You're totally mistaking who to fight. What's the point of targeting Kazuichi? No, I feel like Sonia has pretty good reason for this thought process.
That is...
You are right. What a shame.
Kazuichi heard that. His rapidly diminishing enthusiasm might plummet into the negatives. I don't know why, but I'm starting to feel sorry for that guy. I'm not. My guy can't take a hint. My guy does not understand how to properly interact socially in a respectful way. Like, there's a certain level of like, okay, yeah, you can express interest in a person, and you can figure out, you know, an appropriate dynamic with them, and that takes some time. But at this point, my guy, it's clear she does not want to be anywhere near you. She does not want you in her life. She does not want you hanging around her, and continuing to do so is problematic.
I see.
Remember when I met with Ibuki on this beach? I remember when I met with Ibuki on this beach. Okay, now our pig Monami gets to graduate. Oh? Okay, hate that. And she roll away. But I get a present. Okay, nothing that I care about. I don't think that I really care about the Monami Tamagotchi anymore. Is there any reason I should care? I've already gotten a Perfect Hope Angel Monami. So if this is, like, this is spoilers that I am explicitly asking for. Do I have any reason at all to pay attention to this anymore?
I see.
Or is it just a waste of time? Is there, like, an achievement that I'll get? You can see what All Despair looks like. I got Snake Monami at one point, and I think that was All Despair.
Hold it right there.
Or it was at least No Hope. You need to get all of them or you can't see Chapter 7. Oh, okay. I think for the first time tonight, we might actually start to get more answers rather than questions. It was only at like half despair and zero hope. Okay, so in that case, yeah, we'll go with full despair Monami.
No matter how many times I see this place, it certainly gives me the willies.
However...
Well, we should not dwell on that. After all, we are here to look for clues.
That's right, there's no doubt that we'll find something here. Alright, let's start. I'm gonna talk to her before I examine the door.
This facility. Now that I have taken a better look at
It
it,
cannot be.
it bears an uncanny resemblance to Hope's Peak Academy. Why is that?
Oh, there's nothing else for me to examine on the outside. Make sure you don't get the one that explodes if you get locked out of Chapter 7 permanently and stops you from unlocking the Harpoon Launcher. I didn't actually buy the Harpoon Launcher DLC, so I'm locked out of it anyway. Okay, so take a look at the machine gun first. So I'm wondering if, like, what's inside here is more students. Oh my god. That's probably it. This is probably the key. This door will probably open if we input the correct numbers.
Please wait.
We have discussed this before, but it would be dangerous to test it haphazardly.
Well,
If we make a mistake, it is possible that we will be fired upon by that gun. I can think of no other reason for that gun to be there.
As long as that's a possibility, it'd be bad if we acted recklessly.
I am concerned.
That is right. Courage and recklessness are completely different. If you were shot at by a gun like that, you would have more holes in you than a Beatrice's nest? You mean a bee's nest?
You are wrong.
In my country, we use the expression Beatrice's nest.
Oh, Beatrice!
Anyway, right now we definitely shouldn't test it out so recklessly.
I see.
In order to
I
open up
see.
this door, we must find the password first. Or destroy the door with some kind of explosive force. No, that's impossible. This door looks extremely sturdy. I mean, we have, like, rocket launchers and tanks in another island. All we have to do next is find out the password. Good thing we came here so we could at least find that out. Problem is, where would we obtain that password? When we first came here, even Monokuma and Monami said they didn't know the password. So Monami could have been lying. I do believe that Monokuma did not know the password. If they really don't know it, how are we supposed to find it? As usual, it's a mystery, huh? Ku. That's definitely Ku, yeah. Ku is easy because it's the only one that looks even remotely like it. And then if you add the two little quotation marks, then it becomes Gu. So after finishing our investigation of the ancient ruins, Sonia and I decided to go back to our cottages for now. So that was worthless. That didn't help at all. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Time to lock up Sonia and then do Chiaki. There was a drink in Japan that was called Ku. The only drink in Japan that I have any like real awareness of is what was it? Oh, it played on commercials. Orange Rescue? Was that it? Or Lemon Rescue or something like that? Morning Rescue. Morning Rescue! That was it. Calpice? I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that. Alright, let's go gambling if any death flags will come up. Well, I mean, right now since we're just doing free time, surely this time Vent won't riz up the person slated to die. Certainly not. Alright, Sonia. Right there. Nope. Alright, time to go hunting for Sonia. Actually, no, I'm not. I've done enough hunting. There's too much space on this island that's too dead. What do I do? Oh, I just go to the map, that's right. Nobody in their room. Navigating this is not intuitive. Huh. Nagito. I'm curious what happens if I talk to Nagito, actually. I don't remember where he was, though, so I'm just gonna walk around until I find him. I've also got to keep my eye out for one more Monokuma somewhere in this island. So, like, it's worth me stopping by and at least just giving a quick once-over for most of these places. Finally, the Sonia finale we've been teased on, man. I can't believe that I got locked out of Sonia and had to start Chiaki, and then got locked out of Chiaki and had to start Akane. I think someone was in the warehouse, but I don't remember if that was Sonia or Nagito. No, maybe I was wrong. And I don't see any Monokumas around here, so away we go. Wonder what all the Chinese and Korean says? I would not help you there. I still cannot wrap my head around the notion of kanji and like every single word having its own unique symbol and just like learning that. That is mind-boggling to me. That is absolutely absurd. And like, I'm being eased into it. I've learned the kanji for 1, 2, and 3, or rather for Ichi, Ni, and San. I've learned the kanji for Tanaka, or rather Ta, Naka, Yama, and one other that I can't remember. Oh, did I miss one? Oh shoot, I didn't see it. Just do another one. Nah. That one is nah. Because I look at it and there's too much going on and I just go, nah, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so here's Nagito. She. That was the second symbol that I ever learned. Because the very first hiragana that I was introduced to were su and shi, so that I could write sushi. And honestly, that was a really good way for me to start learning. Oh, interesting. That little, like, reception area. I haven't seen that before.
I see. I see.
I wonder where we might find the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Alright,
I am concerned.
so what do I give to Sonia? I took a break with Sonia. I probably don't deserve it, but it looks like Sonia and I grew closer. Alright, last thing that we can give to Sonia. Let's see, she's into the occult, but we've already given her the occult kind of stuff. She does like Japanese things. I wonder if I find something, yeah, like a Japanese teacup maybe? Something that's very, like, cultural. I love the freaking crystal ball. I can't remember which items I've already given her. I'm giving her a slap bracelet.
Open the treasure box and
May I really have
surprise.
this? Thank you very much. You are truly kind.
Yes, the slap bracelet gets him every time. This is what Kazuichi was missing. He just doesn't understand. He ain't got the drip.
Now then, what shall we discuss today? You know,
Do you have a minute?
if it pleases you, would you like to come to my room? I am certain we will feel more relaxed there than being outside. I mean, more relaxed there than being in the Mono Beast creation factory.
All right.
Come, let us go.
I feel like Sonia's trying a little too hard today. Maybe something happened. For now, I decided to walk to Sonia's cottage.
I am sorry.
I have not kept this place very clean.
It seems clean enough to me.
Really? I do not have much experience taking care of myself, so there are still things I do not understand. Thus far, I have managed to understand how to turn on the shower. But I did not know I also had to turn it off, so I accidentally flooded the floor.
I guess that sounds like something a princess would do. So what happened?
Huh?
What?
Well, something happened, right? You're acting a little different than usual, so...
How could you tell?
I'm not sure, I could just tell by looking at you.
I am concerned.
If you can tell, then I guess I cannot hide things from you.
She looked a little relieved when she said that and gave me a relaxed smile. It seems she understands that she doesn't need to try so hard.
I had a nightmare.
Nightmare?
A nightmare where something dreadful happened, and I was unable to return to my homeland. And when I woke up, I felt extremely scared, and
I do not want
I want to
this
go home.
anymore.
Right now. I want to go back to my homeland where my family and people are waiting for me.
As she shouted, Sonia collapsed and... Whoa, Sonia! I managed to catch her before she hit the ground. This is a good opportunity for us to see what her room looks like. Why does she get marble flooring or like white wood flooring? Man, Sonia's place is lit. She was crying. sobbing and scared out of her wits, like a normal girl. Right now, she's finally acting normal. She's been holding it in for so damn long. I held her and patiently waited for her to stop trembling. Are you all right now? Yes, I feel much better thanks to you. My energy seems to have returned somewhat. Though her eyes were still a little red, Sonia finally showed me her smile. Hajime, I finally realized what you are. You completely match the description of the legendary hero passed down in my country. Say what? The legend goes like this. The hero wears a white shirt and possesses an antenna that can sense danger. With a face lacking distinguishing characteristics, he shall bring light to the tropical land. Are you serious?
Well?
There is no mistake. This legend must be speaking of you, Hajime. You wear a white shirt just like the legend says, and your hair looks like an antenna. And your face is completely unremarkable. Please stop it already.
Please listen.
According to legend, the hero will stand alongside the princess and freely swing the golden makango. A makango is an animal, right? Is it okay to swing around a living creature?
Amazing!
And then, the legend says they will establish something resembling order and prosperity to the kingdom. Wait, not actual order and prosperity, just a resemblance? After all this time, Hajime.
So, you were my destined one.
That's totally not it.
See?
Damn, you know, it feels a little bad being the rebound. Gundam died like literally 2 days ago. And this is what Sonia does. The pivot was a very, very fast one. Hajime, when we successfully escape the island, please come with me to the Novoselic Kingdom.
Easy as pie!
And then, when the time comes, let us capture the Golden Makango. If you do, you will be formally acknowledged as the legendary hero, and you will be able to rule the Novoselic Kingdom alongside me. Does that mean... Oops, sorry about that. But a life like that doesn't sound so bad. No, actually, it sounds awesome.
All right!
However, you might need to study a bit more before you can become my husband and the king of Novoselic. You will need to know 30 foreign languages, economics, international law, diagnostic medicine. Don't forget how to drive a tank, and just general military expertise. How am I supposed to do all that? I'll be an old man before I'm finished. Let us do our very best. Well, anyway, I'm glad Sonia feels better now. I'm sure everyone else won't feel like their usual selves if they don't see Sonia's smile. I can feel a strong bond with Sonia, and as long as I have this bond, I will never give up. I swear, I'll leave this island with everyone. Yay! A royal affair is the achievement I just got. Envious influence. You know, I forget. There I am in the throes of celebration. I have achieved friendship, a kingdom, an achievement, a new skill to be used during the class trial, which isn't going to happen because no one's going to get murdered. And then it whacks me in the face with someone's underpants. After listening to Sonia's plans for the Mirai, I returned to my room. Looks like I still have some free time. What should I do now? Alright, well, I mean, we've got to at least read the description, right? They look more like garters than underpants to me. Proof you've cleared Chapter 4, proof of being the top breeder. When it's worn by Gundam Tanaka, its true power shines through. A memento of Mikan Sumiki. It's soaked with the smell of medicine. Sonia's favorite regal undergarments. The modest lace conveys an air of refined sophistication. Never forget my boy Gundam's undergarments. I want to check something. Gundam is number 3. If I count from Gundam... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does this follow the order that's listed here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it does. But then Ibuki was like 3 later, I think. No. Then after that was 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, interesting. So I can actually extrapolate some information from this. Okay, yeah, so this is all undergarments. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Then all of this here must be like achievement based. And I don't know what all this is gonna be. Question is how many chapters are there? Because this is chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then endgame maybe? Alright, well, now we've finished off Sonia, so it's time to find Chiaki. I mean, there's one place that Chiaki is most likely to be. I note that this place is called Hotel Mirai. I don't know if I had seen that before. I don't remember making note of that.
Super difficult.
How should I lure out Nagito? Acting sexy definitely won't work.
What should I do? Should I hang out with Chiaki? Yes.
Hey, hey.
What do you think I should do? Acting sexy won't work.
I spent time today with Chiaki thinking of ways to lure out Nagito. Looks like Chiaki and I grew a little closer. Alright, I mean, Chiaki has like 1,000 things that I could give her, but I have one specifically that I want to see if it'll work. But I don't remember what it was. It was something that was like vaguely video game reference. But it wasn't explicitly video gamey. Can't remember what it was though. Oh, it was the crowbar. I wanted to see if the crowbar... Where was that? Because that's a reference to Gordon Freeman from... There it is. From Half-Life. So I want to see if she's a Half-Life player.
Well?
I can have this? Thank you. I don't think you can raise the flag with this item. Ah, darn it. Nope. She's not a fan of Half-Life. Hey, if you're that sleepy, why don't you just go back to your room and rest?
Morning.
No. Since you're here, let's talk. If you give up at this level, you'll never defeat the Warlock Lord. My adventure ended like this. That's all you're gonna get.
Looks like she's half asleep.
I can't believe you didn't get my Shadowgate joke.
Hey, if you're bored, do you want to go somewhere? You might wake up if we go for a walk.
I want to go to a fun place.
Do Japanese gamers know about Half-Life? Just genuinely not sure. I don't know, but my rationale is, why is the crowbar an object in this, if not as a Half-Life reference? I guess maybe for Kazuichi and it's just like a tool? I don't know. A fun place, huh? The park? I don't know. Chiaki's a gamer though, so like, does she want to go to the park? The airport is fun. The airport has airplanes. The supermarket, you can buy things. Let's go to the supermarket. Should we go check out the supermarket?
Yep.
I like running over zombies with skateboards and wheelchairs.
See, but they reference Dead Rising, I think. Yeah, Dead Rising.
Chainsaws are the strongest, though. It sounds fun, so it's fine.
I don't really know what it means, but I guess it's fine if Chiaki's okay with it. Dead Rising is by Capcom? Really? Well, today I learned. Now I look the fool. Chiaki and I walked to the supermarket together. We walked through the aisles and looked around without buying anything. Because this place is so big, it has an amazing selection of goods. Christmas ornaments, bamboo grass for the Star Festival. This place has too much of everything. What happened, Chiaki?
What is this? These sweets look cute.
Oh, those are sweet rice crackers for Girls' Day. Man, this place seriously has everything.
I see. They're called sweet rice crackers.
You eat them during Girls' Day, you know?
Huh?
What's Girls' Day?
Huh? You know, it's on March 3rd. You're a girl. Didn't you celebrate it with your family? Ah, crap. I'm sure she has her reasons for not knowing, but even so, Yeah, no, it's nothing. Forget what I said.
Nope.
I don't really mind. I did have a family. My father.
You had a father. Then your mother. No, I shouldn't ask about something like that.
Hey, hey.
So what is Girls' Day anyway?
It's a doll festival held on March 3rd. Dolls are set up so you can pray for girls' health and success. And then you eat stuff like sweet rice crackers or mochi that comes in different colors.
I see. That's amazing, Hajime. You know a lot.
It's nothing, really. I'm not saying everyone is supposed to know this, but for her not to know what Girls' Day is, what kind of past does Chiaki have? I don't know. I can think of another female character with no mother and who had a father and who was very inquisitive and good at detective type of stuff. I'm just saying, the parallel is a little too uncanny.
It's fun to go places with someone. Plus, you teach me a lot of interesting things. Hey, let's go somewhere again, okay?
Yeah, let's do this again. We made that promise and left the supermarket. I need to think about a place I can take Chiaki that will make her happy. I took Chiaki back to her room, otherwise she'd just find a random place to fall asleep if I let her be. Looks like it's starting to get dark. Oh, the doorbell. Is someone here? Instinctively, my entire body tensed up. I knew it was probably someone like Sonia or maybe Kazuichi, but regardless, I was nervous. Not that I can help it. I mean, so much has happened since we arrived at this island. While mumbling to myself, I quietly opened my cottage door.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito? Why? Why is he here? Darn it, it won't let me leave. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. You. What are you doing here? You sure ask weird questions.
That's not it.
I mean, you guys all have business with me, right? Huh?
Well,
Chiaki invited me to the lobby. She said she had something she wanted to talk to me about. Aw, she didn't try acting sexy? Everyone put her up to that, right? He's already found out about our plan. Looks like that's a bingo, huh? But it's good timing. I have some business with you guys too. You do? If everyone's already at the lobby, that saves me a lot of trouble.
hey,
And I want you to come to the lobby too, even though you're not directly involved with the plan. You even know that.
I see.
Just as I thought. You were left out, huh? But that's understandable.
Right?
Since you're the only one who isn't an ultimate, you've basically been left out from the start.
Now.
I'm only joking. Don't make such a scary face. Your joke isn't funny.
Someone like me.
You shouldn't take me so seriously.
See?
Oh well, let's hurry over to the lobby. I don't know the details of your plan, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I wonder what you guys are going to do to me. When we first arrived at this island, we were friends who explored this place together. Let's go already. Fine, let's
Yep.
go. I don't know what he's thinking, but as long as we capture him, we'll have the advantage. I won't let him do as he pleases anymore. I don't know what you guys are planning, but like I said, I also need to talk to you guys about something. Isn't that a strange coincidence? It's like there's something we both need to tell each other. I can't wait for me to get jumped. If Chiaki has summoned Nagito, then the plan has already started. Fuyuhiko and Akane should be waiting inside for Nagito.
Jeez.
What happened, Hajime? What are you so nervous about? I'm not nervous. You're a terrible actor. Oh well, if you're gonna slow down like that, I'll go in first. Bonk. As I hesitated in front of the door, Nagito walked past me and entered the hotel lobby. And that's when it happened.
All right, I got him.
What are you doing?
Don't judge us for this, but we're gonna tie you up.
Tie me up?
There's no use struggling!
But I'm not struggling.
Huh? What the hell? You're being strangely cooperative. Who cares? Just tie him up before it's too late!
I'm kind of with Kazuichi on this, though.
You guys are really disappointing. How long are you going to continue behaving so short-sightedly? You gotta look at the big picture, you know?
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's fine if you don't understand. You can just see the end without knowing. Now then, let's begin! The beginning of the end of Jabberwock Island!
And that's when it happened. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a bright light. What? This again? God, I was not ready. The air shook. An explosion of darkness overtook me and I was unable to see anything. I probably lost consciousness. Well, I see how this is going to be a parallel to the 5th chapter of the first game. Shortly after the impact, I managed to open my eyes slightly. No, not the arcade machines. What's going on? Are the words that left my mouth, but they vanished before they ever reached my ears. They were drowned out by the sound of terrifying laughter. I looked up and saw the source of that laughter.
It's amazing! These amazing fireworks surely befit the beginning of the end! It's over. This is the end. The killings are done for good, scapegoating the weak in the name of justice, while fearing when the others will stab you in the back. This game of self-righteous hypocrisy ends now! And to do that, I will destroy Jabberwock Island! What do you mean? That was just a little demonstration. That's why it's the beginning of the end. The actual bomb I'm going to use isn't nearly as weak.
Actual bomb?
I've set up a large number of bombs in a certain area of the island. If all those bombs explode, the force will be enough to wipe out this entire island.
Well, what the hell are you saying? If you do that...
Of course, I doubt we'll walk away from this unharmed. But there's no other way. The actor is expected to leave the stage during the finale.
Is this bastard serious?
Nagito, please stop!
Are you crazy or something?
No, that's not it. I'm not the crazy one here. The one who's really crazy is...
Here it comes.
What?
My, this guy.
Emergency!
I'm totally shocked. Seriously, I'm totally shocked. That's all I can say about this turn of events.
The bombs I set are timed. They're set to go off in 2 days at noon. I've prepared so many powerful bombs that the one that just exploded doesn't even compare. According to my calculations, they're powerful enough to blow up an entire island. Which means in 2 days at noon, the island is destined to sink into the sea. Alright, well, we're just gonna... This is not a sentence I thought I was going to have to write tonight, but Nagito set up a number of bombs that will blow up the whole island in 2 days at noon. Are you serious?
Wow.
Do you really think I'd go this far for a joke?
You.
Where? Where did you set him up?
I can't tell you.
How about it?
It'd be easy to leave you on your own, but it just wouldn't be fair if I did that. So how about this? If the traitor comes forward and reveals their identity to me, I'll tell them where I hid the bombs.
Huh?
Emergency!
What? What in the world is going on? Is everyone alright?
Hey!
Come on, don't get in the way. Nagito was in the middle of weeding out the traitor.
Oh,
Nagito, what are you planning to do? Do I really have to say it? It's no use. I mean, the traitor shouldn't be able to reveal their identity on their own.
Why?
What does that mean?
Okay. Alright. So, the traitor shouldn't be able to reveal their identity on their own, meaning probably that they should not be currently aware that they are a future Foundation member.
Do I really have to say it? My, you guys are totally eyeing each other and letting sparks fly. I'm getting all hot and bothered.
Don't just stand there, why don't you stop him?
Stop him? Why do I have to stop him?
The rules, remember? The same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. If he blows up the entire island, that's gotta kill way more than just 2 people.
I see. You sure have a good memory. Like you said, if any student breaks that rule, I have to punish them severely.
Right?
But that's only when someone breaks that rule, right? You can't punish someone for breaking a rule before they've broken it, right?
that's right!
Yep. Saying you're gonna break the rules isn't against the rules.
Too bad!
So right now, there's no way I can punish this.
What the hell?
You're so stupid!
Punishment always happens afterwards, not before. That's just the rules of society, right?
Hey,
I mean, not necessarily.
But even so, there's no need to worry about that in the first place. As long as the traitor comes forward, this can all be resolved peacefully.
this is exciting!
It'll all be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all the time we've spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So, it's definitely gonna be alright.
After he said that, Nagito walked away. Just walked away. I couldn't even stop him. I felt afraid of Nagito. The madness emanating from Nagito's body was seeping into my bones. I never expected him to go this far.
Nagito is so reliable. I don't have to do anything because he's shaking things up.
That bastard. I'll never forgive him.
Damn it!
Damn it. Is he fucking serious about those bombs?
Hey, hey!
As long as the traitor comes forward, he'll say where the bombs are, right? Oh, hello, Guilty Gear Strive player. Is that his goal?
Damn it!
Then I'm begging you guys. It doesn't matter who does it, someone just has to come forward. Hey, I'm begging you guys. No matter how long we waited, no one was willing to come forward. Yeah, how is Kazuichi okay? My guy got straight up toko'd. What Nagito said yesterday, I'll weed out the traitor even if it costs me my life. Finally understand what he meant. Nagito took this entire island hostage and created a situation where the traitor has to come forward. That is Nagito's goal. But what is he planning to do if the traitor doesn't come forward? Is he really going to blow up the entire island?
Of course!
My motto is to do a good deed every day. When I was at a bar and shouted, "Can I get a Sam?" the female bartender happily answered, "Sure thing." It makes me so happy when someone else is this happy. Doing a good deed every day is awesome. But inside, that woman probably thought I was a loser for sitting alone at a cheap bar in the middle of the night. Damn it, I can't keep up with this crap. Hey, sweet cheeks, give me another Sam. Huh? Not a Sam Adams, I'm obviously talking about raw salmon. And here's some good news for you. I have imbued the smell of vanilla into the Monokuma plushies. It's effective aromatherapy, and it'll definitely calm everyone's nerves as they're agitated. Available in the near future. That's it for Monokuma's shopping corner.
Alrighty, guys. I think that's gonna be where we wrap it up for tonight. I think my my long streams are probably going to abate for a little while. We're going to be doing a couple more short streams until I find a more permanent home. I do have to be a little bit more concerned about noise levels while I'm here, and you know, ending stream early is probably going to be what I'm going to have to do going forward. But yeah, I think that this is a really compelling spot to pick up next time, because what the actual hell is about to happen? What is Nagito about to do? How is this going to resolve? I have no idea. Vent now holding stream hostage, exactly. But next stream, I don't know if I'm going to do Tuesday or Thursday. I might kind of slow down the stream schedule while I look for a new home. Yeah, it's going to be kind of up in the air. So I swear, I go in cycles of, hey guys, I can do my streams consistently again. And then a month later, it's like, oh, some major life-shaking thing is happening. And then, hey guys, I can do my streams consistently. And then some major life-shaking thing. So I'm hoping that that cycle is going to come to an end and I can just do things normally. But for now, we take what we can get. Thank you all for being here. I will see you on the next one. And in the meantime, you guys know the drill. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourselves. Be safe. And as always, peace out. Night, y'all.